What's new, Pokecrew? It's U-Turn Crowbat here. You're watching U-Turn Central. Now, before we get started, please make sure you are right, come subscribe. Now, it is Tuesday. I'm bringing you guys a whole new team for this week. I'm bringing my physically attacking ass self with the screens holding light clay. My Mark Wahlberg, my specially defensive Dragalage holding the choice specs. Raymond, my special attacking Electros holding the assault vest. My specially defensive and defensive Macargo holding the rocky helmet. My Wiz Khalifa, or Khalifa, however you want to pronounce it, my specially defensive and defensive Leap, holding the Eviolite, and my physically attacking Bisharp. Now, I kind of forget what item it was holding. I had the Pokemon in my box, obviously, but it's not holding an item. So, I'm going to have to assume it's either holding the Life Orb, or leftovers, or maybe even the Air Balloon. But, when I was looking at my opponent's team, he was bringing all sorts of horrible Pokemon. Horrible Pokemon. That would be horrible for me, because he's bringing the Absol, the Houndoom, the Haxorus, the Cresselia, the Pidgeot, and the Feraligatr. Man, Cresselias are just so bulky. They're just so horrible to deal with. It's just unbelievable. And the Haxorus, it pretty much scares me. It really does. And the Pidgeot, it can't miss a hurricane. So that's troublesome. But we're gonna get into this battle because this was a pretty cool battle. It was against Danceking. His Twitter link will be in my description. He is a fellow YouTuber, so I suggest you all go check him out. He's a great battler, as you're gonna see, and he's a great guy. He's pretty nice. He's pretty cool. He's pretty chill. I'm gonna send out my ass out just to get at least one screen up, because I know I'm not gonna be able to live a crunch really from this Feraligatr. I'll be able to live it once, but that's about it. There's really not much I can really do. I'm gonna knock off its item, which is a plus, because like I said, I am physically, I'm physically attacking. So I'm able to get rid of its Life Orb, which is a plus, because that Life Orb would have given more power to that beast. Quite frankly, I didn't want to deal with that at all. So I'm sending out Raymond, my Electros, because I know without that Life Orb, I can take an Ice Punch. I don't care if he wants to try freezing me or whatever, I can take that. So I'm going to Volt Switch out of here, taking this Feraligatr down, the new Shofu. Something. So I'm going to Volt Switch the hell out of there, and I'm going to go into my cargo. Probably shouldn't have done that, because this hashtag shady hype, the Haxorus, is just going to obliterate my Macargo with an Earthquake. Now, I am trained in special defense, so that may be why the Earthquake did so much. I could be wrong, because Macargos are supposed to be defensive, right? But I get the Toxic up on this Dragon Dancing Haxorus. I don't want this Haxorus Dragon Dancing anymore. So he can go back down to neutral if he needs to. But that Dragon Dance, was scaring the bejesus out of me. So he's just going to take down my Macargo, unfortunately, with one shot, with one EQ. Like I said, the Macargos are supposed to be defensive, but mine was trained in special defensive, so I'm not quite sure why it got taken down to an Earthquake. I think I know why. I think it is weak to ground, actually. I'm going to send out my every time I see his name, I laugh. I'm going to send out my Mark Wahlberg, my Dragalage, just to kind of scout, see what he's going to do. So I'm going to switch out now. Go into Raymond. He's going to dual chop me. And I'm really glad I did not let Mark Wahlberg take that attack, because that would have been horrible. So he's just going to keep getting hurt with poison, and that's a plus for me, because I don't want this Haxorus running all over my team. I'm going to switch out now, because why would I want my Raymond taking any more attacks, right?
Somebody, call my father! I'm hyperventilating!
I'm going to send out my Wiz Khalifa, because I know I can take any attacks this Haxorus wants to deal out. He's going to dual chop. He's going to dual chop me, and I can take those. I'm Eviolite. I'm specially defensive, and defensive in all sorts of ways. So I can take that pretty damn well. And I'm slowly watching this hashtag shady hype go down to the poison, which is phenomenal. He's going to poison jab me. That's perfectly fine. I can take that. And I have recover, so I'm just going to recover here. because quite frankly, I don't want to take any other attacks. I know I'm slowly going down, so if I had not had Recover on me, then it would have been a bad time to be Wiz Khalifa. But I do watch as the Haxorus does go down to said poison, and that's phenomenal because that Haxorus, like I said, just would have destroyed my team, so I'm glad I poisoned him. So he sends out his Houndoom thinking he can just take my Wiz Khalifa out with a Fire Blast, but he taunts me because he does not want me using Recover, or he does not want me sending out my rocks, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use Ancient Power. I'm going to use this Ancient Power on the Houndoom. Unfortunately, I do not get that boost. This is the very, very first time that you guys are seeing me use Ancient Power, and unfortunately, first turn using it, it does not work out in my favor, but he's going to hit me with a Fire Blast. Like I said, I can take that decent. I'm going to hit another Ancient Power just because I want to try getting that boost. I know I'm going to need that boost, but it does not work out in my favor. It's a crit, unfortunately. Well, fortunately for me, but unfortunately I do not take him out. But he's going to get the left use recovery, which is surprising. But I'm going to switch out because, quite frankly, Wiz Khalifa does not want to take another Fire Blast. I'm going out into my Mark Wahlberg because I know Mark Wahlberg, especially defensive, I know he can take a Dark Pulse pretty well. He can eat that up. So at this point, I'm thinking, what should I do? Is he going to switch out, or what's going on? He is going to switch out. I'm just going to hit a Dragon Pulse though on the Cresselia meant for the Houndoom. The Dragon Pulse is going to do a decent amount because of Mark Wahlberg's ability and whatever else. You know, if you guys don't really know the sets on Dragonage, I suggest you go check it out because he does. I quite frankly forget the ability, but he does have this amazing ability and whatever. So he's going to hit me off with a Moonblast, and I can take that because I am specially defensive. Unfortunately, I do get the special attack drop. I'm going to hit another Dragon Pulse, but it's not going to do nearly as much because, like I said, he got the special attack drop, and granted, it does still do a damn good amount, but it's not enough where I can take out the Cresselia, and that's really, really unfortunate. But I'm going to switch out because I don't want Mark Wahlberg, my Dragonlance, going down right now. I'm going to go out into my Rayman because my Rayman should be able to take a Moonblast or two, or at least one, you know, one Moonblast would be good if he was able to take it. So he is able to take it, living at 18 HP, and at this point, I'm thinking, what should I do? Should I just Volt Switch out? But no, he's going to be faster than me, and he's going to get the Moonlight off, which is really, really annoying because he gets all that HP back, and it's just horrible. I'm going to Giga Drain. It's not going to do nothing at all, but I figured if I get the Giga Drain and get more HP, then I should be able to live one more Moonblast, but I don't get much HP back at all, and that's really, really troublesome because this Cresselia is all sorts of bulky, and this is horrible. He's going to take me out with a Psychic right here. There's no way I can live that. There is no way I can live that, so I go down, unfortunately, and right now I can just see this Cresselia going back to full HP, going back to square one, and quite frankly, I do not want this I don't want this happening. I'm going out with my Wiz Khalifa because I need to poison this thing, or I at least need to get out my rocks. But I'm gonna recover right here because he misses the poison, and that's really unfortunate for me. Unfortunate for him, and I'm so sorry you missed that. Because that probably would have helped you out later in the battle. Actually, you did poison me later in the battle, so forget what I said. He's gonna toxic me right here, actually. But you know, I got the recover off. I'm sitting pretty. I'm gonna get my rocks up. I'm gonna hit him with an Ancient Power. I'm not gonna get the boost at all, and it's not gonna do anything at all to this to the Cresselia. He's just gonna keep getting HP back with the leftovers. So that's really unfortunate because why, you know, why in the world do I want this Cresselia staying out here? Why would I want this happening? But he's going to switch out into his Pidgeot now. This Pidgeot is an amazing Pokemon. I don't know why it's in UU or RU or whatever, but like I said earlier, I'm getting up my rocks because those rocks are going to come in handy. Now, I can take, surprisingly, I don't know if any of you have used a Lily, but I can take any attacks this Pidgeot wants to throw at me. If he wants to Mega Evolve, that's perfectly fine. He can Hurricane me, he can Heat Wave me, he can do anything he wants because I'm Eviolite. I'm defensive and especially defensive, and I can take a Heat Wave. Look at this. I can take that. I am poisoned, but that's fine. I'm gonna hit the Ancient Power, and I'm gonna hit the Ancient Power. That was, you know, I get the boost. I get the boost right now, and I should have gotten the boost earlier, but I did not, unfortunately. Now, with my special defense and everything, and my defense going higher than it already is, I can take a Hurricane, and I can take down this Pidgeot with another Ancient Power. Now, after this, I use a Recover, actually, because I want this HP, I want more HP, because I figured if I'm going to get hit with another Hurricane or Heat Wave, I want to be able to live it. So if I use Recover, I'll get that HP back, and I will be able to live another Hurricane. I will be able to get off another Ancient Power. So I'm able to get rid of this problemsome Pidgeot, make a Pidgeot right here. But if you guys don't have a Pidgeot, I suggest you getting one, because those Pokemon are phenomenal. So at this point in time, my, Wiz Khalifa is just going to go down to the poison. There's really no sense in trying to preserve it. There was actually really no way for me to preserve it, because the Toxic was going to take its toll anyways. But Laleep did his thing, and that was phenomenal. He took out the one huge threat in the Mega Pidgeot. So the Absol's going to come in. He's going to get hurt with the rocks. That's fine. I can take a play rough. Now, I completely forgot Bisharp was an OU. At this point in time, I thought I had an RU-UU team, but I completely forgot Bisharp was an OU. But Danceking had no problem with it at all, and that was fine. So I brought him. I take out the Absol with a low kick. Thank God I have low kick and nothing that would miss. That would have a high chance of missing. But he's gonna go down. He's gonna switch out switch into as Cresselia. Now, I'm going to use Sucker Punch, getting a great deal of damage off on this Cresselia, because he is weak to dark. Now the thing that I see here, he just switched out, and that was a problem for me, because of course I'm going to go for another Sucker Punch. Why wouldn't I go for another Sucker Punch? But he's going to switch out, allowing his Houndoom to go down to the rocks. At this point in time, he really did not want to go down to a Sucker Punch or anything. He just wanted to go down to the rocks and call it a good day. So I used a Sucker Punch meant for the Cresselia. It did not work, obviously. He's going to go into his last Pokemon, the Cresselia. The Cresselia is going to go down to the rocks. Like I said, he just wanted to call it a good day. He did not want to go down to Sucker Punch or anything my Bisharp wants to offer. So, he's very prideful in that way. But, that was a great game. It really, really was. If you guys don't know who Danceking is, like I mentioned before, I'm going to throw his Twitter link in my description below. So, this was a great team that I had used. I actually believe that I made this team all by myself. I had some weaknesses there, I will admit. But Danceking's team had a whole bunch of threats. He had the Absol, he had the Houndoom, the Haxorus, and the Cresselia, who's all sorts of bulky, the Pidgeot, and the Feraligatr. But I was lucky enough to live. That's basically what I'm going to say. I was lucky enough to live, because luck was apparently on my side, and I was able to pick up a victory for this week. So, like I mentioned, if you guys don't know who Danceking is, his link will be in my Twitter. His Twitter link will be in my description. Let's see if I can talk. But I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up here before I screw up anything else of what I'm going to be saying. And I hope you Crowbats all have a great day. I'll catch you all on the flip side.